Ronald, you're obviously praising Goose hitting there. Do you think he's done enough to get the job on a more long-term basis at Chelsea? They still seem to be looking around for...
I don't know really, and don't interest me, because I don't know how they think about the future in the club, and it's not up to me.
What was it like working alongside Hiddink? You worked under him as a player and you worked with him as a coach. How much of an influence was he in your career?
No, he had the biggest influence in my career as a player, but also as a coach, is Johan Cruyff. He had a big part of that, but also Guus Hiddink show me when I was player in PSV in detail what you need to play on a high level, and I had always a good understanding with him. Of course, we struggled a little bit after the decision what the national team makes 2 years ago, but okay, that's the past, and I still in a good understanding and a relationship with Guus, and that's not the problem, and I'm looking forward to see him on this Saturday.
Do you see similarities between him and Cruyff in terms of the playing styles and philosophies?
No, they are different as a coach, and of course they have a lot of things together about how they like to play football, how the team needs to play, but in different ways. And of course, Hiddink is very experienced, and it's different in a way how he treats his players.
We were talking to Hiddink actually a while ago about the toughest dressing room he's ever had, and he actually said it was that PSV dressing room with yourself, Lerby, Gerrits. I think by that he meant in terms of toughness of characters. Do you sort of remember that dressing room?
Yes, I remember that, because in that time we had a really strong team. We won the European Cup in '88, and we had really strong characters in the dressing room. But Guus was very clever, and he was managing that on a very good way, and that was the problem sometimes, because strong characters sometimes they fight against themselves, but he was always in a good way to manage that, and that was one of his big qualities.
Is the quality just to kind of step back a little bit and allow these big characters to take their own decisions and take the responsibility? Is that one of his sort of...
Yeah, that's true, because if you manage on the highest level and you have great football players, it's not to learn them how to shoot or how to pass or how to do. No, try that they play together as a team and use the strengths of the players and support that. And I think that's very important if you're managing a big team.
Can you tell the story about the 1988 European Cup final? I think there was a doubt whether you were going to be suspended at one point, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Tell us
Oh no, it's not. No, it's why? Because we're speaking about 26, 27 years ago. But now that's old stuff. It's not interesting for nobody.
Ronald, does the kind of weekend off kind of benefited you? Do you feel, or did you kind of want to gain that weekend, to keep the momentum up?
No, we had time to recover. We play a lot. We had a break. That's good to have. Of course, you like to play in all the competitions till the end. But okay, you were out of the FA Cup, and you know your schedule, and we had time to recover. We had a break, and we had a good from last Monday, a good week session of training, and that's good. We are ready. We are ready to play against Chelsea.
You've got 3 games in a week now. How big could that be in the shape of your season going forward, obviously?
It's an important week, but that means for everybody. It's not only for Southampton, but for everybody. We play Chelsea, we play Bournemouth away, and we play Sunderland home, of course. It's not all about the next week, but we have the ambition to go first for Chelsea, and then after Chelsea we will prepare the Bournemouth game, and that's the best way to be successful.
Ronald, given you have got those fixtures coming up, will you look to rotate your team to use your squad? Because you said your squad's very fit at the moment.
Nah, maybe it's a little bit more easy if you have everybody available to change your team. But no, in my mind is Chelsea, and after Chelsea, we as a technical staff we will think about the Bournemouth game, and not now or already to have the teams in my mind. No, first we play on Saturday, and what happened after Saturday we will see.
And just on Hiddink, you were talking about your admiration for him. Those qualities you mentioned, are they things you look to use in your management every day?
You can. The best is if you learn from strengths of managers. If you are a player and you think maybe in one day I will be the coach or I will be the manager, you take good strengths of the coaches. What you had in your career, and that's the most important. But I think still the most important is be yourself, your own character, and then what you learn from them, and that's the positive things. That's good, but finally you need to be yourself, and you can't acting somebody else. No, that's too easy for the players.
And what you said about him being very good at managing big characters, do you think that's why he's had that success at Chelsea? Because there are a lot of big characters there.
Yes, okay, but it's always, if they change the managers, it's about that they are not doing well. That's most of the time the reason to change the manager. And then you come in a new situation, and you need to support, and you need to give the players confidence. And of course, they had some difficult moments. Injuries. Hazard is now back on his level, and Mikel is playing more now than he was playing in the beginning of the season. But the system is still the same. But I think the team is more confident, and that shows why they are coming back and why they win and why it's difficult to beat them.
What was it specifically about Cruyff that has really influenced you? You said he was probably the biggest influence on your career.
The best teacher, in my opinion, is always the man who played on that level. And that's, in my opinion, the best coach.
Can I just ask you, you mentioned it before, the Holland job in 2014, it wasn't handled very well really by the Dutch Federation. Do you sort of have any reflections on that period, and maybe your relationship with Gus, sort of did it suffer a little bit at the time?
Yeah, okay, but maybe something went wrong at that time, and I said several things after that period, but it's now over, it's behind, and it's not anymore interesting to talk about that situation.
Have you kind of spoken to Gus about that since?
No.